Welcome back to War Games and Cocktails. Today I will show you how to make a noodle bar for your Necromunda table. Also, we're going to make a classic cocktail and we'll have plenty of fun. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let's get to work. What I'm going to do today is this Cyberpunk Ramen bar, and I think it's going to be a fantastic addition to my Cyberpunk table. Actually, I do print a lot from these guys of Corvus Game Terrain. They do a fantastic job. And this is what I'm going to make for you guys. But not this roof, most likely this roof. I want to look more oriental as possible. So, what I have here on the slicer, this is our stand. Our stove. And our roof. I'm not going to take you to the printing process because, of course, print all this will take several hours. But as soon as we're ready, we will start. So, let's get on it. Some issues. First of all, I think that was my mistake. The layer of the floor, I think, came too thin. Probably was a bad issue. So I had to add some Trovicel on the bottom to make it sturdier, otherwise could bend or break. And the other thing, sometimes printers tend to over or under extrude. That's the technical thing, I'm not very onto it, right? But I had some under extrusion here, and if I wouldn't fix it, it would break. So I glue it together and then use some automotive paste, so that will hold it. But that happens sometimes, I don't know the reason honestly, but that's our little shop. I'm going to prime it now. Normally for this, I would use can of primer. You could do it with an airbrush, and it's a finer, better job. But that's a little bit more work. I'm going for the practical approach, so I'm going to use this gray primer. Right. This particular kind of paint, I had to thin it really thin, otherwise it will clog my airbrush. But as you can see, it's way nicer and more consistent than if you would use a regular brush, like I did last time. I deeply regret it. Well, this mistake is being corrected. Okay, as you can see, our base color is almost done. I think it was a nice choice of color because I have too many reds and yellow on my table. This will contrast just nicely. So I did paint the roof and I did paint the pylons. The rest will do something else different, something that actually contrasts with this color and make it sharp to each other. I think this blue went very well. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint the floor, the counter, pretty much that's it with metallic color. Normally, when you apply metallic color and you can airbrush it, it's way better. The results are stunning. Even better if you use automotive paints for that. But the thing is that if you want to do that, you have to mask the rest of all the stuff around it, right? And for a small thing, it's a cost-benefit situation. So I'm going to use a regular paint and a regular brush, and I'm going to use this adamantium black from Reaper Mini. I like these guys, they use very high quality product, and also their array of color is huge. I think they have more colors than anyone else. And well, let's do this. Today I will show you how to make the Queen Bee cocktail, which is a twist of the gin tonic. And what's in the cocktail is orange juice, honey syrup, which is very easy to make. You just add half part water, half part honey, and mix it together. 1 big sapphire of gin and gin tonic. And the first thing we're going to do is prepare a glass. And this drink has an edge. So what we're going to do is going to take a balloon glass, put it upside down, and with a wedge orange, we're going to the edge. And we're going to make a mix of coffee and sugar. This is 1 part coffee, 6 part sugar, put it together on the blender, mix it together, and this is what we get. This is our edge. Now we are going to dip our glass in the coffee and sugar mix. Remove the excess, and now we have a beautiful edge of our glass. And our first ingredient is going to be orange juice. We're going to add 25 ml of orange juice. We want to add 10 ml of honey syrup. And 25 ml of bombay sapphire. We're going to mix this a little. And then fill our glass with ice. Now we're going to add our tonic water, which are going to pull this way to preserve the effervescence. One more swirl. And now we're going to garnish it with our orange wedge. One gentle squeeze. There we go. Now we have our creamy. Cheers. Enjoy. Okay, I have done all the highlights on the letters, on the bowl, on the rest of the letters, and correct a few mishaps. So pretty much this is it for the structure. Now I'm going to paint the air conditioning unit. I'll do it gray with some highlights, and that should be just fine. And then we go for all the tiny details, the furniture and the stuff and the bystanders and everything, alright? So, okay, everything seems to be going okay. And while my air conditioning unit dries, let's go for the details. Pretty much this is ready. But now we go for the tiny details that make it interesting, that make it different on the table, that make it looks good, and give it character, right? So I found these little food thingies. These are not actually for any game, at least not for a war game, at least. I found this on Call 3D, I think, maybe Thingiverse, one of those. And these are actually tokens of a board game, a child's board game. I don't know which game it is. For the kind of food, it's clearly a Japanese maybe game. So I have this sake bottle, and I have some dumplings, and I have, oh, of course, some rice. Oh yeah, noodles. So I'm going to paint these, put them on the counter, not all of them, only a few, and probably that look way nicer than if you just sell the structure like this, like the way it is. So I'm going to begin to do that. Just maybe one highlight of each color, otherwise it will be extremely complicated. I'm probably going to make 5 or 6 of those. Let me show you what we got so far. We have our noodle shop, it's ready. Our furniture is ready. But there's one more thing I want to add to this. And let me show you something interesting. This is from the Fallout board game, not the video game. It's, as it says here, a 32mm scale resin figures. And these are protector robots, they are pretty amazing. From Modifuse Entertainment, I'm going to put later down a link on the description if you want to look for them. And the reason is that if you have ever played Fallout 4, or you heard about it, there's a particular protector robot who happens to be a cook slash clerk on Diamond City. He has a noodle shop on the downtown of the city, right? So we're going to put our own protector robot, Takahashi, in the Red Dragon noodle shop. I think some people will catch the reference, others may not, but still, there it is. So let's see how it goes. Let's paint our Takahashi.
Hey, Takahashi. No, not now.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days.
Okay, I think that more or less I was able to duplicate the color scheme. More or less. And I wish I knew how to sculpt because the chef hat is really cool. But no. So this is going to go really quick. I hope you had enjoyed it, I hope you had learned something, and you had fun. Please subscribe to my channel, give a like, and see you next time on the next episode of War Games and Cocktails. Bye bye.